In Omondi, they would open their mouth and say to claim anything. Oburu has been shut down with the money, that he cannot open his mouth and speak. Because for him, he was already given his inheritance. And what about his children? Okinadik or Jack? They should be having also houses in Lavington or Kileleshwa. But if they open their mouth and say anything, that is why Mr. Orengo shut his mouth, and yet he knows very clearly that Jaramogi was with him 2 days before he died. While I was waiting to see Jaramogi in Nairobi, Orengo was called back in Kisumu, where Orengo was writing the message, the goodwill of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and he stayed there the whole day writing the goodwill of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Now, why can't Orengo even open his mouth and speak that on the goodwill it was this and that? Did Jaramogi say that only one family, his son Raila, is the only person with his children, his adopted children, should inherit everything of his, and leaving alone the other women that he married? He married Nyaoyoma when Nyaoyoma was a small baby. Nyaoyoma was a very little girl when she was being married there. My sister Gaudensia was married there when she was a mature lady. I was younger. But now, why would they not inherit anything that belongs to Jaramogi? They looked after him. Why would only Aida inherit everything with her children? So I'm speaking my last words because I know very well already. I have already been shown in my vision. They are sending somebody with a bomb to blow me up. They are already sending somebody to make sure that I shut my mouth forever, for good. So I call there. While you are speaking, just tell me, if you now die, would you be happy that your children are now beggars? If you would now die, would you like that your children would be on the street, and yet you made so much money that you could squander on others? Why squander some on me? Because I need it. Me, I cannot cheat you that I need it. Squander some on me. I have my number of M-Pesa I'm sending you. So if you can send me money, I'll be very grateful. Because probably it will change my life. Because right now, in a Christmas day like this, I'm having majand loom for my tea. That is what I'm having. I do not even have milk to put on it. The issue about chicken or slaughtering a goat the way I used to slaughter during Christmas, that people would come and celebrate in my home, I cannot afford it. I don't have the money. So if you can send me some, maybe we can celebrate now the new year before I'm taken to the mortuary. So send me some. I'll be very grateful. So, but tell that mother of yours, let her release the goodwill of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga and release all the title deeds to those children, and let those children receive their right. I'm speaking on the voice of Mary Joma. Mary Adhiambo Joma Nyarodima Kodima. Amanyango Nyarowegi Kadea Adea Kodima. We are the same blood, same grandfather. She loved me. So that love she gave me, I'm not going to let her grandchildren and children to go on being tortured and suffering. That is not right. Everybody should get the equal share of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Like that Shamba of Soba. Yes, they should get equal share. Because they were not even consulted that their father's property was going to be sold. Oburu did all these things by himself. That even Raila only had it when children were complaining now that they needed. Well, maybe he must have discussed it with his brother. But what about the rest of the other brothers? They are not children. They are men who are married with their children. That they should know how to nini. Although the home is already ruined. Now I know when Omondi comes back, he should look for a plot somewhere to go and build, because that home is already closed. All those taboos that are already there. Nobody should stay in that compound anymore. They made sure that Omondi does not even build in the compound of his own father. Omondi has put up a house behind the fence. Is that really human? I'm just wondering about this human movement and feeder movement. I'm just wondering, what are they doing in Kenya that they cannot tackle the issues like these ones? I've been waiting for them to speak out, but none of them have spoken. Why can't they even ask me, why are you fighting Mama Aida? So that I would tell them, Mama Aida has denied these children their title deeds, their right of being the children of Jaramogi'S Odinga, houses in Kileleshwa and Langata and Lavington. I would tell them, so that they can at least do follow-up that now, how can these children also get a share? Just imagine, Akode, your daughter is married to a man, and this man stays in Siaya, and your daughter is staying in Mombasa, and they have to live like a husband and wife, just because they are in poverty. That is what they have done to the son of Agola, the boy that suffered so much because of politics. Their father died on politics. Their father was killed because of politics. He died because of politics. Now the politics that he died for, now these children remain suffering. His wife died suffering because they refused to give her money to travel back. Now the only person who was now caring about them was Beryl Achieng. Took all of them to Zimbabwe, where they could at least have peace. Because here in Kenya, Aida closed down all the money. She could not give money to anybody. Money belongs to her and her children. So Beryl took the full charge of her brother's children and grandchildren. She was staying with them, all of them in Zimbabwe. By which if Agola's child, wife, was very sick, Aida refused to send her money to travel back to Kenya. She had to travel with the public means back to Kenya because she was dying. And that is what caused even the death of that woman, that now left her children on the street. And now she's still enjoying torturing those children. And he said, make sure you make your torture, you get you 200 pesa. He makes sure you get the benefit of their torture, you get you 200 pesa, or 200 a better life. Aida nyatina, anakia kumigole chunyini. Hey, mama ninoa chona. Ne eni itamo wange, eno gimadamo watch kodionge. When I went to plead with her to talk to you, mama nioa chona herself, nikata an, nyalego. Anonge gimadanga pim kodi. Inano liaduni. Aidonge kanga nyatina dioto. Inano liaduni. Osemo na nyite diario. Ya uti diario mama ni monyoli. Stella. Kiwacho nok na zikuro nokono. Tafueri kaka odrone chal. I stayed with your mother and she told me everything about you. I'm begging you. I know you are going to kill me. There's no problem. You can kill me as much as you want. But I only beg you to release the children of Angola. Release the goodwill of Jaramogi'S Odinga and give them their right. Me, I have not asked for anything. I'm not claiming anything. What I need is the location of the plots that everybody gets their title deed. Let them sell it. Let them sell whatever they are given. That is their own problem. That they will now be stupid that they have taken their rights and sold. Give them their houses in Lavington. Yeah, only 4 girls, Akinyi Walkowa and Beryl Achieng and Akinyi Wenwa and Ruth Adhiambo. Those are the only people that you gave their houses. Because they said they were taking you to court. Now these children, even me, I don't have any money to take you to court. I don't have any money to take you to court. I'm begging you, Aida, you work ni Yatina. Yatina, you work ni Aida. Aida, anya jugem. Anya malo. Ayu work ni. Yemode konye yitinda gola. Yemode konye.
joka Susan bedo obedie kod mor nyathino sesandre ma ok onyal wuothi kor dala ne bro goye kod guns omondi